sound? With first up in the morning, you drag yourself out of bed, get dressed and head for the kitchen. And what's the first thing you do when you get to the kitchen? Boil the kettle. The next person is up an hour later and does the exact same thing. The same happens the following hour. The stragglers are then up and they boil the kettle again an hour later. In a big household like mine, people are coming and going at all different times. So in the morning, the kettle could be boiled up to 4 times. Stats from Electric Ireland show the kettle uses the most electricity compared to other kitchen appliances. Here's a breakdown of what is used to generate Ireland's electricity in 2023 by the SEAI. Using natural gas for electricity is cleaner than coal or oil, emitting less CO2 and sulfur dioxide, but it's still a fossil fuel, releasing significant greenhouse gases, and contributes to air pollution. By trying to reduce the amount of electricity we use unnecessarily, we can help make our household more environmentally friendly. Here is my final design for my artifact. It's made up firstly by the kettle. I went for a basic design to help keep the cost for consumers down. The kettle is simple but has plenty of opportunity to be altered in terms of colour to match any kitchen or aesthetic. Underneath the kettle and the thermal flask are rubber circles. These will help grip the artifact onto any kitchen counter and stop it from sliding across the place. The next part of my artifact is the thermal flask. This is where the water that has already been boiled is kept for further use. You can keep water hot for up to 12 hours so that the water is ready for your next tea or coffee without you having to boil the kettle again. It does this because there is a vacuum inside the flask between the outside shell and the inner shell. The trapped air in this vacuum is the key to keeping your thermal flask working. This is the third part of my artifact and the heart of the operation. This is the pump and where the Arduino Uno sits. The pump will send any extra hot water from the kettle to the insulated flask whenever it detects that the temperature is dropping inside the kettle. The pump has 2 buttons on it, green for refuel and red for manual empty. The refuel button, which when pressed sends the water from the thermal flask back into the kettle. When the manual empty button is then pressed, it sends the water straight from the kettle to the flask, ignoring the temperature conditions. The pump also has a LED on it. When the light turns red, then the flask is full.